Hello, everyone. This is Cynthia Toet, your TV host for Gypsy's Toolbox, where we talk about alternative healing. And the reason why I come on live on this show is to be talking about some alternative ways, talking about things I have in my toolbox that's gotten me well throughout my time. And I just thought I'd share it with you. We're on episode 8, and we're going to be talking about the conscious awareness to spiritual healing. Because I do believe that all of this stuff is really right here in plain sight, but yet we are not truly introduced to it. We actually trip upon it. We find it by default. It's not like when we're being raised by our parents and things that they're teaching us about it. We are tripping upon it throughout society. It's not really acceptable, but we're trying to make it that way. We're trying to make it become very conscious to our awareness that there are very many things that we can use for our own personal spiritual healing. So what I'm trying to do is really to wake up our unconscious mind, to make our unconscious mind conscious. Can we do that? Can we just become conscious to these things that are out there, that many of them doesn't even cost us anything, that can truly help us stay well in the middle of illness and sicknesses, and or maybe not even get sick because you're utilizing many of these tools that are provided to us. They're just provided, or they are just part of who we are. So I want to bring these tools to our conscious awareness, which are hidden in plain sight. That it's just really about adapting to a new belief, because if we have beliefs that that we hold on to, that can actually hold us back in our life process. I'm really looking for us to embrace the beauty about the uncertainty that we got going on in life, to focus on gratitude, to focus on thankfulness, to be thankful and grateful for the things that we have. When we're actually operating from thankful and gratefulness, when we're operating from, we can use a tool that's called Hooponopono. Cost is absolutely nothing. And that tool can actually heal us. It can actually uplift us. It can actually bring our mindsets back together. It can actually change things around that, maybe your life was all down in the dumps, and you could actually gain your life back by Hooponopono all alone, which is just a thank you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you prayer. That's it. It's simple. It's a four sentences. I love you, thank you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. We're forgiving our past. We're forgiving the people of our past. Anything that has not served us to our highest good. To be grateful for the lesson that's been learned. To love ourselves as a soul as we are. But I don't want to just focus on just the Hooponopono. I kind of just wanted to group things in as a whole on this particular program, because I don't want, because what I'm doing is I'm giving you guys little clips of different things, but then I want to kind of bring it all together. Like I did a clip on reflexology. Reflexology is another thing that's free. It's just utilizing pressure points on our body and knowing where to push for what types of pain or what kinds of suffering. It's right. If you really know what all of these tools can do, it's like almost like an x-ray vision. We can have an x-ray vision of what's going on to our internal self, or we have ways to help take care of that internal self. When we do the tapping, the EFT tapping. The EFT tapping is we're tapping on different meridians. It's another thing that's free. It doesn't cost us anything. These are things that are right here. It's out there, but it's really hidden in plain sight, meaning that we're not conscious of it because we haven't been taught about it. And the EFT tapping, when you're doing the tapping, it shifts the meridian points around. It takes things that the energy that's blocked inside of you, and it actually shifts it around so we can be operating from this higher vibrational way. I'm just trying to get my
Hello, everyone.
yeah, I'm trying to get over here. This is where there we go. All right, so, and then there's also like, I talked about Hooponopono, and we have the EFT. There's kinesiology. Kinesiology is, you can actually you can feel if something's right or not. But again, it's because we are so locked up with our emotional selves, so many of us can't even tap into the kinesiology ability because the emotional self has got us all blocked up. But when we awaken our conscious mind to become aware of the different spiritual healings that we have spiritual tools, we have spiritual gifts that we're born with. If we can waken them up, we would become a much healthier society. Even the tarotology, that's what I'm going to call it, even the tarot, the way I utilize it is to help us heal our soul. Let's see what the issue is so we can tap into that, so we can actually flip our story around to this better story with our mindset. Utilizing our mind. Our mind has really been operating from this lower vibration that it's actually not functioning at its full rate that it could, because we're all caught up in this emotional self. But if we can actually change the presence of that emotional self to this higher vibration, which is love. Love is a higher vibration. We start at love and above. Laughter, play, joy, happiness, peace, harmony, passion, desire. Let's get it going. Let's get our show going. Talking about our show, I am going to, after this part of the show, I'm going to bring Pamela on. Yeah, we're going to talk about this more in a general kind of format. So that's kind of pretty cool. Crystals. There's crystals out there. I haven't done a show on crystals yet, but the crystals, they can ground us too, and each crystal has its purpose. Some crystals help us. Some crystals help us ground ourselves. Some crystals help protect us from negative energies. Some crystals help clear the mind. There's so many things that the crystals can do, but once I have a show on that, we can talk about that more. Dowsing is just they used to do dowsing. I think the Indians used to do it a long time ago. Dowsing is just a tool that can give you a yes or a no, or it can lead you and guide you, and it is like tapping into your higher intuition, tapping into your conscious awareness. Yeah, your favorite group of tools. Yeah, crystals are just like, it's just, when you get to know them, most of the time I use the kinesiology to figure out which crystal I need. So I don't really know all the terminology until I go look it up. I know that the rose quartz is for healing the heart, so I do know that one. I probably know a lot more than that, but I have lots of crystals. I have lots of them. Herbology, herbs. The herbs can help heal us too. Different herbs can help us in different ways. The herbs, most of the things I'm talking about are free to us. I know you can buy herbs in the store, but you can grow herbs too. And you can find out what the herbs do. I will do a show on the herbs too, because I'm natural. I have a natural gift. See, confirmation. I have a natural gift that allows me to tap into these abilities without being book smart about it, but I'm like awareness. It's my spiritual awareness that's smart on it. So that's what's really neat. Yeah, the herbs are awesome. I'm telling you, just knowing what herbs to use for what things are really pretty cool. Let's see. I thought it was going to tell me about a job I have, and so and by we have by binaural beats too that we can use. That's music that's beats where we're taking, it's a stereo recorded sound that uses a dual microphone that it uses both ears, that creates this 3D audio effect as if you are right there at the concert, that stimulates the sound as if it's being heard live. But hello, Soman. Hello, Andrew. Thank you guys for showing up on the show. and the essential oils, essential oils are a derivative of the herbology, but it's just broken down in an oil format where we can actually use these essential oils for different things, like chamomile. You can use the chamomile essential oils for sleeping, or you can use peppermint essential oils for headaches. Those are some of my other things that I have in my toolbox that I'm going to eventually get to. And the energy healing is more like Reiki, or just using the energy around us. It could even be massage therapy. Massage therapy actually stimulates our body. It doesn't really cost us things. Doesn't cost us anything, but to know about it. Once you know about it, to put it to use, to put it together, to allow ourselves to use these tools to help heal us, to bring wellness within us, that we're not held, let's say, captive to having to go see someone to get well. Like everybody in my household is sick but me. It's because I'm telling them, take this, take that, take this. I go, if you were taking this, you wouldn't be sick. So I can't force them to take it, but free to be healthy. That's right, it is free to be healthy. It costs us money to be sick, so we better learn how to be healthy. Let's bring the health tools on. Andrew, we need to bring you on to the show sometime, like we're going to do with Pamela today, and we can talk about, the crystals, if that's what your forte is, we can talk about that. Or if you know about the herbs, we can talk about that. Can we kind of have an open forum? It is about, I want to be here to open the awareness to others as long as I'm able to do so. Let's see what it is this channel can do. How can we awaken the conscious mind to the things that are available to us that doesn't cost us a thing? How can we make it be something bigger, something better? I know, Andrew, I know you might be a little scared, but you know what? I will make it easy for you. I will hold your hand through the social media, through the screen. I'll hold your hand. I'll make it so comfortable. I've brought, like when I brought Kathleen Diane onto my show, she was so frightened. She was so scared. But when she came on, it was easy because I let her and guide her. And I have had a few other people that have come on my show for different reasons. My very first show, I had just my neighbor come on to the show. She was frightened too, but she did it. I will lead you guys. I will hold your hand through the internet. I'm just saying. I mean, it's kind of hard to do it any other way, right? When we're all in separate locations. So Pamela and I talked a little bit about this show that we're going to put on next, and I have a little skip here. It's only about 2 or 3 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and play it so you can get a sample of what it is like for me to bring somebody on live and what it is Pamela and I are going to talk about. Okay, I'll be right back, so don't go anywhere.
I want this to be a thing, you know, where we're all co-creating. We're like, oh, we're not changing only like what we're teaching and in which way and all that stuff, but we are also changing the dynamics. So there is no thing like this, somebody up here speaking and the other one's listening, or whatever that dynamic is and whatever the differential is, but actually it's like this. Right. So the image that came out was more like a round table more than somebody in the podium and the audience.
Right, because we are equal.
Exactly, and we're all like, so we're switching. That's what I mean. It's not that we're doing it more cool or that the differential, like meaning the podium, it's lower. It's just that it's a whole changing concept. It's like, not about doing this and that and the hands and the blah and the bleed.
Right.
But it's about being. So when from now going on forward, whether I'm teaching anything, it's to shift the perspective in the attended and the attendees, regardless of what I'm teaching, whether it's this energy healing or anything. It's like,
got a couple titles. One is Freeing Our Conscious Mind, and the other one with Conscious Awareness to Spiritual Healing. Those are two titles I came up with through you speaking, and through the things that the people that you're working with over there, they talked about clarity, because we're going to kind of bring in some clarity about opening up the conscious mind, and then creativity. We are being creative by actually coming live and even talking live about this in the first place. And this is a spiritual journey that we're on. It's not anything's just like fine-tuned. It's not like you do it this way or you do it that way. I mean, like when I talk about the Hooponopono and when I talk about the EFT, sure, they have different systems, but the thing is, what I do with it is I bring it all together.
Exactly. And that's the thing,
to open the conscious mind. If you want to think about it, anything, you can think about it as Reiki, but it's different because we're not confining it in a box. It's not just this.
I think the main difference, as I said, it's that it's the perspective. Right. So you're not seeing Reiki or any other energy that you're channeling as a tool, right? But you are the tool.
We are the
for example,
Gypsy's toolbox. You know, I'm the tool.
Yeah, different. Everybody. So that's what I mean. You become the tool, right? And just by being it filtered through you and having your own connection with spirit, that on its own, it's all unique. So you are the tool. It's not that you're using a tool. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if the metaphor fully works, but it's like with music, you know, like you just know, okay, you have awareness of music. In this case, you have awareness of energy healing. But then you, with basic knowledge with the music analogy, with the notes and this and that, then you get to see how that plays for you, how you make that sound.
So when you speak of music, what I think about is, yes, we are the tuning fork. We get to become our own tuning fork. That's what it opens up to me is, you know, how can we expand this? We are the instrument. We have to tune our own instrument up to what it is that we're capable of doing. And nobody has the same instrument because
exactly. And that's why it's not something that it's like you can go and check the list. I got the certificate and now this. No, it's about a being. If you're not embodying and discovering who you are as an instrument and developing your own connection with music, then it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like a hollow thing. It's like it doesn't have the life. You're not really embodying that powerful energy that makes you the tool, but then you just have kind of more logical or more whatever knowledge, but you're not having that energy that it's actually the true power. Having that
I had just woken up on that camera right before the camera show. So I look really tired in there. But as the show goes on, I start to wake up some. So, and I actually was going to change the name of the show. I didn't see it until I just looked down. I was going to change the name of the show to from unconscious to conscious. That's exactly what the name of the show was supposed to be, but it became conscious awareness to spiritual healing. So, which all fits in because I kind of want to be talking about all of these ways that we have a couple of crazy ladies on the show. No, we're not crazy. I think that we're doing the right thing. We're, here trying to, when we actually start to learn this way, it's kind of hard to shut it down. And it's kind of hard to shut it down and not stay awake, right? You have to awaken up as many souls as you can while you're awakened, right? So, and I know also myself, I have these retrogrades have gotten part of the best of me in some of the time. So I just want to put that out there. So energy is vibrational medicine and it costs us nothing. Dowsing is a tool that we can find answers with and lead us and guide us. It costs us nothing. Home remedies, I look at home remedies more like essential oils or herbal medicines. Sure, it could cost us a little thing if we're buying it in the store. Yeah, yeah, that's the truth. But if you actually grow it, it doesn't cost you very much anything. The binaural beats, and I probably am saying it wrong, that's something that you can listen on YouTube, that doesn't cost you anything. Reflexology, it doesn't cost you anything. Sure, if somebody else does it on you, it's so much better, but you can do these things yourself. It works just as well. Tapping, EFT tapping, I'm telling you, it costs you absolutely nothing. And the shift that can be made when you're doing the tapping, how it lifts the energy flow just in just a moment of time. The Hooponopono, how the prayers, how it's been recorded, it's been documented about healing the whole entire criminally mentally insane ward within 2 years. The whole ward was healed by Hooponopono alone. The doctor that was doing the Hooponopono never, ever, ever even saw any of the criminals, never was in the same place, never was in the same building, worked on them from a distance. That's energy. Kinesiology is energy. It's the energy that's telling us if something's right or something's wrong. Idology, I didn't bring that up. Idology is you can look yourself in the eye. You can look at your eyes and you can see where the brown spots in your eyes are, and it'll let you know which organ isn't functioning right, what needs its attention. So you can look into your eyes as the windows as an x-ray to see what it is that, okay, now I see that it's my kidney that's not functioning right. Now I can go to the herbs to figure out which herbs that'll help with my kidneys, or I can go to the crystals. The crystals, sure, it may cost you something when you go buy it up front in the store, but when you actually learn how to use the crystals, or not unless you know how to find them or they're gifted to you, like, oh, my crystals have been gifted to me. We can use those crystals to help us to bring the power to a positive and higher intention, and it is very important. Yeah, to help us to live this healthier life. The mindset, it costs us nothing. It costs us nothing to change our mindset around to better. It may cost you something if you've seen a psychologist, if that psychologist is actually sharing with you how to shift the mindset around to better. It may cost you something if you hired Miss Gypsy as a coach to actually show you, the tricks and the trades of where the mindset of your own is out of balance or out of alignment. But it's the investment that's really worth it. Once you learn how to do it, it's like it costs you nothing after that. It's like nothing. The teriology, and it really, sure, it might cost you something to buy the cards from the market, but you can make your own. You can make your own handwritten cards. That's how I started when I made my own cards. They were handwritten first, and then I used the computer and then made them more, but you know, you can handwrite. I mean, I see a lot of tarot readers reading from their own written cards to help lead us, help guide us. What I utilize the cards for is when I'm feeling on a lower vibration, I'll pull the cards out, and every single time it will raise my vibe. So, you know, it is energy to help strengthen our soul, to waken us up, to bring our conscious awareness. Let's take us out of the unconscious is being sick all the time, not living a vibrant life, feeling like we have to do things a certain way, when we need to truly wake ourselves up and allowing our conscious mind to operate on this higher vibrational way, using the tools that are available to us that cost us absolutely nothing. Confirmation from Naya over there. Confirmation from Naya. So energy healing, whether it's Reiki, massage therapy, or kinesiology, it really can make a difference. You can get someone to work on you on an energy level and feel the difference. You can feel the difference in the vibrancy. And you don't even have to be in the same building. Again, that you guys can be all the way across the world in 2 different locations. That's how the Hooponopono worked for the mentally insane criminal mentally insane ward. It's, you know, he didn't have to be in the same room with these prisoners. Yeah, all these prisoners got well through his work. And let's see, I guess that was my main topic of the day. I will lay down a little my medicine woman cards to end this part of the show, and then afterwards I'm going to go grab Pamela over there on the Zoom call, and I'm going to come right back on live, and we're going to talk a little bit about we're going to talk about this more. It's just we're going to bring the unconscious to the conscious awareness, talking about the energy healing. I just want to bring her skills into the picture, just so we can be here awakening our conscious mind. All right, let's see what the Gypsy Medicine Woman cards have to say for the collective here that's here watching the show today, or whenever you watch the show. It is about, you know, finding those gifts, utilizing your gifts, and sharing them out to the others. Let's see if I can, I don't know if my top camera is working, if it's all set up. See, it's kind of not in the right place, but see, this is, you know, you're taking the gifts that you know and you're sharing your gifts to others. And when you're sharing your gifts to others, look at how others are dancing for joy, and they're happy and they're elated, because we're raising the vibration, we're raising the energy up to a higher vibrational way. It is about planting the seeds. That's what I feel like I'm doing here on the show, is I'm willing to plant the seeds to waken up our conscious mind. Let's wake us up. I'm tired of us all sleeping and feeling like there is no hope, when there is lots of hope. There is lots of things that can help us, that really, again, doesn't cost us anything but our time and our energy, and actually utilizing the tools that are right here available to us. This is swimming through the emotional mindset, emotional being. This is swimming. We're swimming through it. We're the swimmers, not allowing anything to be in our way, and no, this is about really aligning ourselves, aligning our souls, so we can be operating in this crystal clear way, so we can make movement with certainty. We can make movement and raise our vibration up to this higher vibration, going through a rebirth, going through waking ourselves up, so the sun is shining in our lives. Sun is shining in our lives, and feeling this. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. It's just let's really wake us up. Let's wake our souls up. that's what I have for right now. For just because I don't want to really get into the tarot on this show, I just kind of like to close the show out a little bit with these cards, because they are the Gypsy Medicine Woman cards, and they are to really help us on this higher vibrational frequency. I am going to end this part of the show. I will be right back. Give us about 10 or 15 minutes, because I need to go into Zoom, bring her in, then come back over, get everything set up onto YouTube, and maybe one day I'll learn how to pre-program that, but right now my mind hasn't allowed me to figure it all out from here. Okay, I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in a little bit for those that are interested to continuing on. All right, bye bye, butterflies.